Yep. Yep. Hey. Nice. Good morning, Roll Gang, and welcome on into a very sip special episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. I'm Processor Sky, joined by the amazing Bri Garcia of Sip Elixirs. Let's go. How you doing this morning, Bri?
I'm amazing. Thank you so much for having me. How are you doing?
I'm so hyped to have you. I'm elated to have my favorite edible represented on the show with their amazing face of the franchise, director of sales. Like, I can't even tell you how honored I am. It really is so pleasing to see you this beautiful Tuesday morning.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored. I use your rolling spoon every time I pack a bong, for sure.
Hey, pack your bowl. Hey, I appreciate that. And you know how big a fan I am of your product.
Hey, well, thank you so much. I'm excited to share more about it.
Guys, if you haven't had a fucking sip, these things are little rockets of fun. You guys have no idea how much fun and delicious flavor is in this tiny little package of joy.
They're dangerous. They're delicious.
They're amazing. Yeah, literally like lethal. Have yourself a day. Have yourself a sip. And we have the director of brands to break down this amazing brand with us. The director of sales, is it kind of similar? You definitely
Well, I do a
run
little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
No doubt.
So SIP is obviously based here out of Las Vegas. We are a pretty small company, so that does allow me to do a lot of things within the company. So with that said, our beverages themselves are 100 milligrams each. We are available in 3 states now. So Nevada, California, and Arizona most recently.
Let's go.
Yes, and we officially have all 6 flavors in all 3 states as well, so that's really exciting.
Oh my goodness. It really is exciting. And I'm so excited to break down the flavors. Each of them have like a corresponding vibe. And I'm also super pumped to I've been dying to sesh with you and just pick your brain on how you got so ensconced in this industry, and your energy and charisma is very well known around these parts. You know what I mean? We met a little over a year ago, and it was instant. I could feel your explosive energy, and you kind of use your sips as a purveyor of your...
It's a really easy conversation starter for sure. I love to hand them out. I mean, it's a great party favor. It's a great conversation starter. Again, I'm new in the industry as well, so it's great to just, be able to share. I mean, that's what it's all about.
That is what it's all about. Sharing is caring.
Absolutely.
And when Bry's in the room, she's sliding around the sips.
I'm sharing.
I'm coming around the bubble. You always see me hovering around.
Come through.
So excited to break down Sip Elixirs and the amazing Bri Garcia. But before we get on into it, quick shout out to the sponsors of the show. I'm going to grab my grinder really quick. I forgot my grinder so that I can break down some of this, break down some of the herb and roll us up a J. And then we're going to have we're going to split this unbelievable new flavor.
Oh yeah.
Sunset Punch. So excited to dive in. But first on this episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake, brought to you by the Rolling Spoon, the official cannabis multi-tool of the Weekday Wake and Bake, helping you to roll a dime every time, or pack your bowl, You can use the underside of the spoon to pack it for sure, but we're going to be giving them out at Oaksterdam University, the official reopening of the in-person school in Oakland, California. It is going to be a hell of a time this Saturday, Roll Gang. If you're in the West Coast, specifically California, hit up Oakland, hit up Oaksterdam University for your cannabis industry education. Use promo code Rolling Spoon for 10% off your tuition while you're at it. And the last but not least sponsor of this episode this morning, such an honor to have some sips here on this episode. We are going to talk this whole episode about my personal favorite edible on the market. And I'm not just saying that. I did a whole Weekday Wake and Bake episode, the Wake and Bake Awards.
Yes.
And I did my favorite flour, my favorite concentrate, pre-roll, and edible. So you can watch the tape.
Hell
you
yeah,
know what I mean?
Pull scripts.
Yeah, you can pull that shit out. But anyways, I'm a monster fan. What makes them so special? Because they really hit so clean.
No, they're amazing for sure. So each sip is nano infused. So we do use nano infusion to get that additional effect in there. So they're going to be super fast acting with the onset, as well as that typical reliable high that you get from an edible. They're also infused with terpenes. So there's a blend of terpenes in each different effect. There's party, chill, and sleep. So the terpenes in there obviously give you the additional benefits. And
the entourage effect.
Absolutely. It's a beverage, it's an edible, it's a drink. You don't cook it or anything, so those terpenes really get to thrive in there.
Wow.
So with that said, if you like, we can talk about the flavors.
Yeah, please. We have an all-star lineup of flavors on the table. We gotta get into them and their corresponding vibes.
Absolutely.
But really quick, the nanotech. That just means that the THC doesn't take as long for you to feel it?
Basically, so what happens is nano infusion is the process of breaking that THC down ahead of time for you. So we are taking that THC, which is like an oil, you know what I mean? It's thick, it's hard to absorb. So we break that oil down into smaller nanoparticles, and it allows you to absorb it sublingually, which basically means through your tissues.
That is literally amazing. I didn't understand why they hit so different.
Yeah,
so
they hit
hard.
super fast, and again, it's still like a very reliable high. So even if you're like a newer consumer, and you're not loving of edibles, or you've had that story where you're like, oh yeah, I've had a space brownie before, this, you can kind of take it slow, you can dose it out, but still get, again, that reliable high pretty quickly, and within 20 minutes whether you feel it or not. So it's, for me, I enjoy it.
I love it. Like, it's predominant. I don't know why I was sleeping, but I'm not sure that I knew that they were nano infused.
Yes.
I maybe definitely feel like now I can discern that they are.
You didn't, not that you didn't care, but you didn't care because it worked so well, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just send it.
I don't know. I don't care why it works so well. It just
works. So yeah, and honestly, every single time. Too.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I said, we really pride ourselves on the reliability of the product.
Yeah, honestly, sometimes too reliable though, because like this Cali market has these fucked up system where they say like 2,500 milligrams on the package on the black market. So someone's coming to one of these dispensaries and getting 100 milligram sip. Just be careful with your dosing. Like, it is not like, this is 100 milligrams of THC.
Low and slow. Low and slow. You can't undrink it,
You can't undrink it. Yeah,
sure.
That is a fact. So, unbelievable product. Incredible potency, and it works like a charm. Let's get into the all-star lineup of flaves.
Yes,
Look at this beautiful spectrum.
They're really beautiful on the outside. They're beautiful on the inside too. The electric lemon is the electric lemon and the hurricane are two parties. So if you will, a sativa, the more uplifting. Electric lemon is blue inside, so it's super cute color. It looks great. It's really fun. And it tastes like a summer citrus is what I like to describe it as. It tastes really, really delicious. And it's not as sweet as the others in my opinion, so it's my personal favorite right now. The Hurricane is a fruit punch. So that one is, very much a fan favorite. That is, like I said, the other party here in Las Vegas. It's been one of our best sellers. Tropical Crush is the first of our two chills. These ones are more like, I like to describe them as like floating on cloud nine. Like they're very giggly, bubbly, fun. Tropical Crush is like an orange pineapple. It's more tart. So that one again, if you're like less on the sweet side, that one's pretty delicious. The watermelon has been like my personal favorite of the hybrids. Again, it's very giggly, very floaty. That's usually the one I drink at parties.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's
Creativity boosting. That one. Is it myrcene or what's the terpene blend in the watermelon?
So there is a blend in all of them. We make sure there's a heavy hitter in all of them, meaning we try to make sure that it'll show up on the testing.
Got you.
So yeah, in such a small amount, we can only really afford to let one of those terpenes shine through. So it is usually limonene in this one. But again, very euphoric.
Yeah, euphoric.
Yes, for sure. So we have the watermelon again is green inside, so it's very bright. The Tropical Crush is orange inside, so again, like lots of different colors. The Wildberry is our first of the sleep varieties. It was the first one I ever R&D'd, which if you ever, like R&D a nice indica, babe, 100 milligrams in the morning. Like R&D on the couch. I was literally just chilling. Like it was literally asleep.
A whole day. Let's go.
I was like, I love indicas.
The full one?
I was like, I love indicas. Let's try this one, right? It was a joke. Needless to say, I take 2 of these before I take a flight, but I usually take overnight flights, and I can't sleep on a plane to save my life. Yes, I can with this.
That'll do it.
Yes.
You take 2 of those, that's perfect. Like
right
honestly,
before you go through security, by the time you get to the gate, you're good to go. Good to go.
Send
sure.
it. That's amazing.
And then now we have the Sunset Punch. So
Let's
that
go.
just drops here in September this month. So it is officially available at many dispensaries across town, but we post them on our Instagram. So if you'd like to know, by all means. But yeah, the Sunset Punch is amazing. It's really delicious. It's like a passion fruit, and it really just sends you off to drift.
I'm so excited. That's the only one I haven't tried yet.
Hey, we'll try it today.
Yeah, we're gonna test this baby out. But honestly, like, what an all-star list, an all-star spectrum of sips, if you will.
Oh yeah,
and
right?
I honestly can't even tell you how much I've appreciated it. I have so many great memories from the mindset that sips put me in.
Beautiful.
I don't know. It really, they do a great job of stimulating your cannabinoid system, and if you take them for the right vibe, like kind of how you set you try to purposefully, intentfully set the flavors, the mood.
Absolutely.
Incredible,
Well, and especially with them being 100 milligrams per unit, it's usable and attainable for people of any different type of tolerance level, if you will.
Yeah, totally. Take a cap.
Yeah.
And then in 20 minutes, take another, or whenever.
Pop some in your drink, in your Sprite, and sip on that.
Yeah, let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, sip up that Sprite. That sounds pretty dank, honestly.
Oh yeah.
What do you say we take a sip of it? I really want to try this new flavor.
Yeah, so I got some cups.
Yeah, pour that up, bride.
Would you mind opening that for me?
Oh, I got you.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah. Let's look at that Sunset 100 mils. It's packed. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
It's so it's a punch.
It's beautiful, yeah.
It's like Sunset Sherb and Purple Punch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was so satisfying.
Here we go.
Oh.
It's about even. You can have the bigger one.
Yo, cheers.
Cheers.
Major.
Hell
This
yeah.
is legendary.
We're on air for another 10 minutes. It's going to get real nice.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Super sweet.
Super sweet.
Easy to go
Tastes
down.
just like punch, but it's also I love how it kind of tastes like a strain. Like a strain might taste, you can definitely get the terpenes.
It's 100 milligrams as well, like I said. So, to allow it to also have the resemblance of, you're getting something in there, but it still tastes delicious, is something that appeases to the masses, for sure.
For sure. Because it smacks.
Yeah, you know what you're getting. For sure.
Yo,
Hell yeah.
instant. Let's go. But let's let's see how it feels. We'll keep the Roll Gang updated on the vibes and the energy. But I have some questions that I've been hankering to ask you since we met. This is like one of the first times we got to sesh, and I would be asking these. Either
We usually
way.
see each other at parties where, it's super busy. It's usually hi bye.
That's it. Yeah.
Literally.
Literally.
Talking about the events. The events are always super fun. Did you have fun on Saturday?
So much fun.
I love
So much fun. Your booth was amazing. Did you guys pick the winner of that drawing yet?
So we haven't announced it yet. We will be announcing that on our Instagram. Yes.
So I didn't get it.
I know who got it.
You do?
Yeah, for sure.
Darn it. I
know
thought
everything was sick. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Just
you
about.
probably counted them. I thought there was 330 of these sips in the. I mean, you had a great setup.
Yeah.
Shout out Cultivate for throwing an awesome party, and Sip with the incredible booth. They had this giant container. Guess the amount of milligrams of THC,
Yep.
and you get 35 free sips.
Yep. You get a zip of sip.
A zip of Sip.
Yep.
Yo, I'm tripping. I really wanted to win that. I sat there with my calculator.
Oh yeah, you were playing it out. It was honestly, I did put them all in there. They were display units, obviously, except for the purpose of the weight. Because there were so many in there. So like we used our little empty displays, and I made sure that they were all like facing forward and stuff. It took a while, so I'm really glad that you enjoyed it.
So wait, if someone would have put 0 milligrams, would they have won?
I mean, technically, I feel like I would have let them win a swag bag for sure.
Oh my, that's
like you would
sneaky.
have to. You would have to. If somebody knew, for sure.
But
for
nobody guessed 0, right?
Nobody guessed 0.
That would have been
That
so
would've been-
funny.
Yeah, that would have been a good one for sure. Nobody even asked about it. I mean, a few people while we were setting up were like asking if they were real, and I was like, absolutely not. This would be
No.
way too heavy.
Yeah,
But
it'd be like a ton. Like
Yeah.
there was like at least 300 in there.
there was a lot.
There
for
was
sure.
a lot of sips in
Yeah.
there. Yo, but I literally love seeing you at all the parties we see each other at. Like you emanate this charisma
Thank you.
that it's not just me. It's not just me that feels it. It's you're magnetic. Specific people. It's super underrated how electric and magnetic we actually are.
Yes, agreed. We don't get
Yeah.
enough credit.
You're right. You're right. I mean, we actually, but that's the thing. We can feel it too.
And it's amazing
kinda
to
like
be in a space where we can express those kinds of things and be our true selves.
100%. I can't even tell you how special it is. Not many places in the world can we be in such a amazing budding industry, kind of safe and sound. I mean, nobody's really, but like
We get to be ourselves, which is super comfortable.
It really is.
Makes everything better.
It does.
And doing what you love.
Yeah. Because how couldn't we love this for real? Like taking a sip down, sparking up a J. Let's spark it up. But like your charisma and energy. I need to know the where it was derived. The derivative. Is that a word?
I
don't
get it
know
from
if
my
it's-
mama for sure.
Yeah?
I mean, obviously, I feel that I've always been very social. I mean, I was definitely the chatty girl in class when I was a kid. So, being able to just express those true qualities within myself has always been amazing. I've had the opportunity to be in business with an amazing company who is all about having fun and doing these kinds of bright, poppy things. So,
Perfect match.
get it where you fit in.
Can't even tell you. You fit in perfectly with Sip. The way you float around and just low key like.
Listen, like you said, sharing is caring, and truly, that's how I feel about it.
It's amazing though. Like it's incredibly endearing. And like I always find myself, I'll hover around. I'm always so pumped to see you, regardless. But
Thank you. No,
man.
it's always super exciting to be at those events, but I also am one of those kind of people who suffers a little bit from social anxiety.
Same.
So, passing out Sip is a way for me to not only, like, again, no peer pressure at all. Take it home, keep it for, a rainy day. It's not my business what you do with it. It's yours. Once I hand it off,
Don't hatch. Do anybody hatch it right in front
Listen,
of you?
again, that's not my business. I don't tell people's business like that.
You're right, but I
But I
guarantee
hand
it's
them
happened.
and I walk away for sure. Like I said, and if you want another one, come on by. Because like I said, it's sharing is caring, and like I said, it's all about it.
You quite literally are giving these people a good time.
Hey, like I said, for me,
Handing it to them.
For me, like I said, I like to pop a sip before, most social events because again, they kick in pretty fast. You don't have to smoke, so you don't smell like smoke when you walk in somewhere. If that's one of the events you don't want to do that at. As well as the fact that they last for a longer time. Like I mentioned, I mean they have that reliability of an edible, so they do have the longer lasting effects as well.
Definitely, it's honestly, in my opinion, the perfect match between adult use and medicinal, because I truly, like, you're right, if I was going to do a show and I'm not going to be able, I smoke a lot of joints as my main consumption method, but when I need to be medicated for an extended period of time when I'm not going to be able to, one of my favorite experiences with SIP, I worked the MJ BizCon for this company called Canna One. And I took a full sip before. You know what I mean? I took a full sip. I wanted to be super creative, spunky, energetic. I went and I had so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
Working.
Yes.
It's incredible. And I came up with the perfect sales pitch for what I was selling. Like, it really didn't inhibit my ability. Incredible, magical stuff.
Honestly, stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. That's right. Stay hydrated.
Some of my best ideas come with consuming cannabis. So it's, like I said, it's really amazing to be in a space where we are capable of doing that.
Yeah.
So freely.
Fact. And honestly, yeah, SIP putting the high in hydration and Bri putting the SIP in the dispensary near you and in the palm of your hand. Yo, go find Bri at Brianna with 5 Y's,
Brian.
2 N's. Yo, absolutely elite follow. Can I ask how you began consuming cannabis?
Oh yeah.
Outside of SIP, like how you're a legend in the industry.
Thank you.
Where did it start?
Yeah, so I mean, the first time I ever smoked was freshman year of high school. I was hanging with a bunch of my friends. I'm from a very small town, so it's very wooded areas. So we were at the end of a very long, dark driveway.
Love it.
In a wooded forest area.
Vibes.
So yeah, it was super late at night, after a high school party type deal, literally a bunch of my friends at the end of a driveway. And, they passed it to me, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take a hit. And then I was like, it's super dark out here. I got to go home. My mom's not dumb.
No.
So that was my very, very first experience ever.
What an experience.
For sure. But, I feel like with cannabis, over on the East Coast, it's a whole different vibe as well. It's a lot more hush hush and a lot quieter, and our family's been in the traditional market for a long time. So I mean, it's nothing new, but at the same time, it is still one of those taboo things in a lot of areas.
No doubt. I had my share of legal issues on the East Coast too. That's why I was pushed out west.
Listen,
I mean, it's just a whole different world.
It is. They call it the Wild West out here, but the East is tough.
Yeah, the Wild West. Get out of here. They're out there bringing kids to sell for this.
Insanity.
Ooh, what? Can't believe it. But honestly, that's such a vibe. I kind of grew up in a very small neighborhood, wooded driveway too.
Yeah.
Honestly, did it freak you out a little? It freaked me out.
Well, I feel like that's probably why I didn't smoke anymore, because I was like, look, this just doesn't feel like it's gonna end well, in the dark, in the woods.
Normally, the pot smokers in the dark in the woods, at least in the horror movies.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a true crime fan, so this wasn't added in my book.
You've seen this before.
I was like, this is my first time being high? I don't think so.
I think I'm gonna get out of here now.
Yeah, it was super fun. Luckily, I was literally super close to my house. I mean, again, small town vibes. So I was like, I'm gonna go home now, guys.
Yeah, peace. Yo, but shout out to you for not being like, oh, fuck pot now.
No, absolutely not. Like I've been consuming throughout my entire life at that point, from that point forward. So coming into the cannabis industry has, like I said, really been amazing and welcoming.
Yeah, it's a perfect match. I mean, it really is.
Thank you.
You have it. The thing about us in the cannabis industry, us meaning cannabis industry professionals, dedicated ones specifically, is we all were met with this stigma, don't smoke weed. It's a drug. Don't smoke weed. And then we questioned it, and we did enough internal questioning to discover the beauty.
And see it for ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, was that a process for you, or was there a moment when you realized, or...
I mean, like I said, it's always kind of been in my life, if you will. So of course, we all grew up with the DARE program at our age. So
Yeah.
Of course, we've all heard those stories. But again, like you said, we've all had our own experiences that have built true knowledge, and you can't argue that.
You can't.
You
really
can't argue my experiences,
No, and honestly, it really is so much fun being a part of this industry here, specifically one of the best cannabis communities in the world.
Well, and seeing it thrive, seeing it be so beneficial for so many people is, again, just something that we don't have on the East Coast where I'm from. So it's amazing to be able to be a part of it as well. Truly,
it's so special, and honestly, you represent such a special brand. I can't, no cap, I use this word kind of too much, legendary, but like really truly the predominant. If I had to recommend one edible here in Vegas, you need to get one edible. It's going to be a sip, pick a flavor. Take a sip.
Pick an effect. Pick a flavor.
In my opinion, it's a guarantee.
Vibe. Yeah.
It's a drop dead guarantee, and I love the match for you. What's like the future look like for you? Like what's your goals in the brand, or maybe personal goals for the future?
For sure. I mean, obviously, like I said, the power of the plant is incredible, and it's amazing, and that is my driving force. I want cannabis to be as easily accessible and easy to use as possible, and I just want to share that. That's my goal.
Agreed. A purveyor of good vibes on every front, from the product you purvey to the personality you purvey. It's a pleasure getting to know you, for sure, and I'm super hyped to have you on the show. This was an amazing Wake and Bake, brought to you by the Rolling Spoon and Sip. Before we close off the Wake and Bake and put this J out, I mean, this sip, this feels great.
Oh yeah, I realize how much I'm talking with my hands.
You're killing it.
Thanks.
You're killing it. It really is such a smooth and conscious vibe.
Yeah. Like I said, it comes over you, and it's a nice high for sure.
It's the best in my opinion. That's super opinionated, subjective, the best for me.
Listen, there's a reason I be handing them to everybody. I want everybody to experience this.
Yeah, I don't think I'm
trying to share
alone.
It with everyone,
Yeah, I would venture to guess there's a pretty big squad of sipsters that stand it just like me, But one more quick segment that we like to do called the Quick Rips.
All right.
They're 5 rapid fire questions, little like preferences, this or that type questions. Don't think about it too much. They're not that hard, but like we need them to be honest,
For sure.
All right. I'm so
right.
pumped. All right, Quick Rips with Bri Garcia of Sip Elixirs. How hype. Let's go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Question 1. Your favorite Las Vegas casino resort?
We always go to the Cosmo.
Cosmo's
where it's at.
Yo, wait, I'm sorry. It's taking up extra time. Do you know Secret Pizza?
Oh, hell yeah, of course. Absolutely. It's a staple.
Yo,
It's a family favorite. Like we go with my mom all the time. My mom and dad, and literally, like,
it's
we meet them.
amazing.
It's a family favorite.
I love it. I love everything about it. The Cosmo, great vibes, great choice.
Thank you.
All right, question 2. Other than sip, your favorite consumption method, preferably flour.
Yeah, for sure. Flour. I love garlic strains.
Garlic
Yeah,
strains.
head cheese is amazing as well. Huge fan.
Yeah.
But flour for sure.
Yeah. Joints, blunts, bomb.
I don't roll my own blunts. I roll my own joints and like pack stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I prefer to just hit a quick bong rip, honestly.
Yeah,
Those are
bong
my
rips.
fave.
Yeah, they smacked it. Yeah.
They smack,
They
and it's fast. Like I said, it's a really nice method of like, you know.
Yeah, you probably have an awesome piece too. We
Dude,
gotta see
flour
sometime.
just hits me perfectly. Like,
It's yeah.
I prefer it over dabs. Like I said,
Yeah,
like a nice
I
bong rip
agree.
is amazing.
Whole plant wellness, baby. Yeah, just get. And honestly, the mix the mix is the beauty. You take a sip and then flour all of a sudden hits like a fucking dream.
Like the first time again.
Like yeah.
I know. It's amazing. It's good stuff.
Hey.
I highly recommend a sip and a J for sure.
Honestly, yeah, that deserves a second to dive into really quick. Guys, like sometimes, I smoke a lot of joints and sometimes I want to feel it, that extra amount.
For sure.
If you take a sip and then smoke a joint, like you said, it's very, like it's your first time effect.
It's very euphoric.
It's one of my favorite sensations, honestly, truly. Feeling it currently. Absolutely. Breaking up the quick rips for it. What the hell?
So sorry.
No, that's not
It's
on
good
me.
stuff.
It's
good
amazing.
Stuff.
It's amazing stuff. It just is. Alright, what's your favorite terp?
Literally limonene.
Limonene.
It's in my conditioner. I just discovered limonene and linalool is in the conditioner I use. I just found this
so
out, so like
cool.
I'm very confident in limonene.
Limonene. Yo, it is. It is awesome. It's the sensation. Euphoric.
Like I said, the watermelon has it. It literally gives me that floaty, like giggly, euphoric feeling. Where again, I free. It's a free feeling.
I love it. All right, number 4. Your favorite TV series? Friends.
Like,
nice.
I've watched the series
Hell
too
yeah.
many times to count.
Hey, it's legendary.
It's my comfort show for sure. I love it.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, a legendary show. All right, last but not least, you're having a sip and passing the bong simultaneously with anybody in humankind history, alive or dead. Someone powerful or family, there's so many ways. I'm excited to hear where you take this one.
I'm gonna keep it short. My dad.
Yo, I love it.
Yep.
I love it. A sesh with pops, there's nothing like it.
Nothing like it.
Yeah, it's honestly priceless.
Yeah.
I honestly, I kind of agree. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm the same way. I'm actually this Oakland trip coming up. Shout out Oaksterdam University. It's gonna be my dad and I giving away these 15-year anniversary spoons in Oakland.
I'm gonna have to hook you up for that trip for sure. Like
Yeah.
I said, Sips in Cali, so we got you.
Hey, Sips in Cali, Sips in Zona now.
Yes.
Sip is all over.
We're taking over.
Yo, I can't even believe it. Seeping its way west. Yep. Yo, you're killing it.
Thank you.
Absolutely so the fact that the sip is my favorite edible, that's subjective to me. The fact that you're killing your job is completely fact. I absolutely love the way you purvey and represent your brand. It's an amazing product, but it takes an amazing personality to urge people to give it a go.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The publicity and the credit, like you just, it's just chopping wood. I'm out where we relate on a lot of fronts, but your energy is so appreciated in the industry and on this show this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been really fun.
So much fun. You killed the quick rips, taking a sip. That was amazing. Honestly,
Oh, yeah. No,
I feel great.
It's a great start to the morning. It's a
A
great start to the
great
day.
start to the day.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to see where it takes us.
Now we got a coffee. We gotta finish our coffees, and we're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're literally dosed up. Yo, I hope the Roll Gang is too. Shout out to everybody tuning in on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. If you guys want to find Bri, the amazing Bri, at Bri with 5 Y's, Anna, A-N-N-A, Brianna, on Instagram, and at Sip Elixirs
Yeah.
for the fuel of life.
Yeah.
Like,
Hit us up. We're
of
like we said.
creativity, of the giggles.
Absolutely. We are a small company, so hit us up on Instagram. We are more than happy to, hook everybody up with some swag. We got all kinds of goodies.
Yo, the swag is off the chain. The shirt is so soft.
Oh yeah, we got good stuff. We pass out, like I said, we try to be at as many events and things we can be at around town, as you know. So follow us on Instagram for any events and pop-ups that we have going on. We're also nominated for Best Edible Non-Gummy on Las Vegas Weekly right now. So
Hey, slam dunk right
Thank
there.
you.
Hey, thank you so much for
Thank you.
coming on.
I appreciate you.
You're the best ever.
Hell yeah, thank you.
Yo, amazing. So, yo, shout out Bri, everybody.
Thank
Bri Garcia, ladies and gentlemen. Have a